Hello, my beautiful vibe drivers. Welcome to your weekly mystic. This is the energy of the forecast for November 11th through 17th. As we move forward in this energy, remember this is a collective reading for all sun, moon, and rising signs. So if you'd like to have your own personal reading, please visit royalmystic.com. I'll be looking forward to doing a reading with you. We have a whole variety of different ones, and you can bring your discount that's floating below my Thanksgiving gift to you because I'm so grateful for you all. And that way we can see what's percolating in your energy. Let's see what's going on here. As we have the Two of Swords and the Fool. Remember, the Two of Swords means we don't have to allow logic to be our rule of thumb, especially when we're manifesting. Logic works when we're adding up numbers, when you're doing accounting or your taxes, the none of the fun stuff, right? So we don't have to adhere to those rules. It's telling you don't try to make it logical. This is the manifestation of a new cycle. So keep your mind in the energy of focusing on what you do want, not being in the down energy of telling the story of woe. Right? This is where we can't let ourselves slip backwards into that negative energy because that is not productive. And we well know that. So let's get into the energy of closing the door to the past as we move forward, creating new things and smoothly transitioning into the new. This is the thing we have to remember. No matter what your circumstances are, good, bad, or indifferent, life is this is part of life. This is the learning process is to learn that it will never be absolutely 100% going our way. We have to be in the place where we can bring ourselves to the strength of knowing that we can overcome all challenges, and the challenges aren't saying they're not coming. It's saying we can overcome them, right? So, let's let's get ourselves buckled up here because that's the energy of change. The Fool is a new cycle beginning. It does mean excitement and adventure and the ease and grace of which you move into the new. Keep your manifesting hat on and don't settle for less than you deserve. Let's see what else we have. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine, pure, white light. Divine Spirit. We have the Ace of Cups, which is a divine healing energy. It's also a brand new beginning. It's a gift. All aces are gifts, and this one is the seal of approval because this is the Holy Grail. So as you have the new beginning, the new cycle of the moon starts, and the energy coming in with the Akashic record allows the DNA of all existence to come into alignment for your ability to create with it. But you have to be in your manifesting energy to do it. So let's open up that energy and receive the gifts the universe has provided. Divine Spirit, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow all sun, moon, and rising signs to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome this blessed energy. Thank you so much, Divine. You are always welcome and very appreciated. So we have our Monday energy came out raring to go. So that is abundance heading our way. Yes, yes, and yes. We receive it, surrender, allow, and receive as that moves fast with on horseback, right? So that is the courier. We'll talk more about it in a minute. That's Tuesday's energy, Wednesday's energy, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend energy, Saturday, Sunday, with our underlier. Oh, very talented Fool showing right back up. So this is a definite confirmation because that was our starting card, as I have no control over that part, and it manages to show up when it wants to. That's how you know that there's the cards are doing their own thing, and I'm just the messenger. So that's a beautiful energy saying the new beginning, closing the door to the past. And our second set of cards starts with the Two of Rods. Remember, this is where we grab hold of what we're going to do to move forward, and we make our choice and we don't look back because sometimes that's just the way it is. We have to find our best way forward, and sometimes it doesn't seem like it's a good choice. But remember, we trust the universe. There's the seize the day, the moment where the dawn is breaking. Carpe diem, and do what you can with what you got. and move forward. So, this is just telling you find your best way forward and then go. Don't dilly dally around and certainly don't get in a place of pity party. We don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, here we go in this energy and another. They're saying another. Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend energy of Saturday, Sunday with new opportunities, negotiation, communication, and blooming new energy coming in, the 8 of rods. So that's a spectacular energy coming in. We love that. That means things, new abundance is literally raining down on us. And having that kind of energy is very wonderful indeed. I'm just going to put that right there. I was trying to squeeze it in at the bottom, but it didn't want to do that. So we have the non-attachment energy. This is where, listen, we have to have a thick skin. Life is not always rainbows and butterflies, right? So we have to be able to not take things personally and move forward. Things that are decisions that are made by other people. Remember, you can't control everything. And that's this goes for, if someone doesn't particularly want to pick you for something, or you're going through the job issues and trying to find the alignment. If they don't pick you, they're not aligned with you energetically, because if it's your job, they can't help but to pick you. So let yourself detach from any of the no's. That's not personal. Don't take the rejection as it's a personal affront against you. That just wasn't an energy alignment. And you should be glad that you're not having to try to push yourself into that. Because if they pick you and they're not really part of what you're all about, then you're going to end up leaving anyway. I am certain that I will reach my goal while letting go of how it will happen. This is true. You will find what you are absolutely aligned with. That's why you got to keep yourself in the manifesting mind and not let your energy drop when something happens that you didn't want to happen, right? So, whatever your thing is, if it doesn't show up for you, stay high vibe. Just go, "Oh, well, there's something better out there for me." Right? Yes, you may feel some disappointment, but don't live there. It's not like you're not allowed to be disappointed. Absolutely. Allow yourself that moment of disappointment, but then quickly gather yourself back to center and start manifesting your next thing. That's all you have to do is don't stop when the horse throws you. That's the old saying, get back on the horse. You can't just not never do it again, right? Especially when it comes to jobs. We can do that a bunch of times. Communication, remember what you say and think and how your attitude is, those little background voices that are happening in your head, make them be positive. This is why we rehearse the relentless optimism, because when you have a default to where you go to positive, then it helps you to stay in the line of communication that you're wanting to do, instead of dropping down into the woe is me, or into the counter, like angry, feeling like there's a you've been wronged, right? So I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. This is really important, because what you're thinking and saying, the universe is listening. It's listening and paying attention. And it doesn't care if you're being positive or negative. It's going, oh, that's the outcome we're looking at. Okay. And boom, it's done. So yeah, let's keep the focus. Ground yourself. Hematite is a really good card to show up here. Hematite is very beautiful energy. Where's my hematite? I have a big stack of it somewhere over here. I'm rattling all my. There it is. I see it. It's buried. I have a whole stack of it's magnetic, so it's trying to pick up everything under the sun. This is a little tie that's it's a metal wire, so it's stuck to it. So these are hematite, and they are also part of the center of the earth energy. And they're not all magnetic. I just like to have these because they're magnetic and they're fun. But I also have some hematite bracelets on, these little bitty ones, that one in the front there. They are beautiful for clearing energy and grounding you. And it is said that when you have used like a hematite ring or something that may break, it's because it absorbed all that it could, and now it's you're gonna have to get a new one, right? So, don't worry if you may break your hematite, that's not the end of the world, but make sure that you use it to ground yourself. There's a lot of good grounding stones out there, and you don't even need a stone. If you don't have one, you don't have to go buy one. Just go stand out in the actual grass, on the earth, in the sand, in the grass, in the dirt, right? Make sure you're on the actual planet Earth, and then just stand and let the empty deep breathe in, pull in that sun energy, and push it down into the ground to release all negativity. So as you inhale the light, exhale the shadow energy. That's my method for grounding. You can even sit down and do it as long as your feet are touching the ground. Mother Gaia is an absolute excellent energy of clearing and letting you get rid of the funkiness. And here comes transition, which we are definitely in transition. That's part of the fool's journey. Is he's the one helping you go from the old to the new. We have the frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Remember, when we don't get what we want, we take a moment, we shake it off, we restructure our manifestation mind, and we keep manifesting. Because just because you didn't get it the first run out of the chute doesn't mean you're not still going to go for it. Do not give up. This is what life is. It's about the people who don't give up. And we are those people. Relentlessly optimistic. And here comes some abundance. We have the Knight of Pentacles showing up. This means it's been allotted and set in motion. And you're going, but I don't see it. I'm waiting and it's not ready. It's just not ready. I don't see it coming in. This is where we're waiting for it to ripen on the vine. Just give it a little bit. Let the universe work with you and then allow that abundance in, and you will be just fine. We have all of a sudden, out of the blue, here comes the Knight of Swords, which now you go from that Seven of Pentacles to the Eight, and you've got both knights out here to make sure it's happening quick, fast. So don't worry, we're almost there. And there's the energy Tuesday of that out of the blue. All of a sudden, this is where you are either on the job training or you're in a place where you're mastering new skills or you're getting a call from out of the blue to give you the heads up about that. So somebody contacting you saying, hey, can you do XYZ? And you go, well, yeah, maybe you haven't done it in a little while, so you brush up on it. I mean, these are the ways this can go in. Oh, hello. We like Wednesday's energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles. It also looks like a wheel, doesn't it? So the Five of Pentacles, we'll start there because that's the energy of waiting for the universe to bring it in. The universe is already working on it behind the scenes. The Wheel of Fortune indicates a breakthrough when suddenly all red lights turn green, all doors open, and you're literally catapulted past where you were while you were in the waiting position. And even if you hadn't been stuck in the waiting position, this takes you further than you would have gone simply by the momentum that's built up from you being held back. So, karmic debts and karmic holes are released with that. It's also a 10. So, we will take it. Wednesday's a stellar day. Even though you may feel like you're left out in the cold, things are shifting in your favor, my darlings. Okay, here we go. Into Thursday. Death to the old way. Scorpio major arcana comes in, wipes the slate clean. I call this the cosmic garbage man, not for nothing, because it comes in and literally takes out all the toxic energy, purges, clears, cleanses, reasserts all the new energy you need for something new to come in. And you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the air sign queen, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. However, she's also absolutely illuminating any conversation, any job interview, any presentation, anything that she needs to be very charismatic and show what she knows and be able to really convince you she's the person for the job. That's the energy you will be embodying if you should have that happening right at that time period. So that's a fabulous thing. We love to ace things, being like just nailing it. And you go, "But okay, I did that. I nailed it. I I don't know what to do next because you still got to wait, right, for the news that you've nailed it. So again, don't overthink it. Keep your manifesting mind. That's a two of swords, the second time in this reading. And it's meaning logic will not help you. You've got to stay in your manifestor's energy of focusing on what you do want and taking away all the boundaries that you put on it. Don't give it boundaries. Let the universe bring it as it will. Remember, the first card we had was non-attachment, which means let the universe do it its way. And hold your ground. Do not give up. Just because you haven't heard doesn't mean it's not happening. It means you have to wait until it's time because we're timing this, right? And you got to wait till they give you the yes. It just means stay present and ready. Get all your stuff together as though you've got the yes already. Start making those plans. And last but not least, we have the World card and the offer coming in. So, the 4 of Cups. The World card is victory, upgrade. Stepping into this beautiful energy allows you to be very celebratory. It opens up the energy of allowing you to actually have what you need in order to start this new transition, because that's the vortex that's been created. As you dance right through the doorway, the energy of this is it may show up in a different way than you expect. This is an offer that's a blessing in disguise. So, just because at first you don't recognize it, don't say no until you hear them out. Okay? Make sure you investigate further before you say no, because it's actually better than what you thought it was going to be, and you don't want to leave that on the table for sure. So, my darlings, take a deep breath, focus yourself, don't give up on your goals. Just because you didn't get them this very moment doesn't mean they're not still in the works. Universe has its own way and its own timing, and we can't change that. We can only keep ourselves elevated in our energy so that when it does come through in its timing, then you're ready to jump on it when it's time to go. You're not somewhere else paying attention to something else. So, I love you guys. Have a beautiful week. And don't forget to take advantage of the discount for this Thanksgiving offer. I love you guys. Namaste, my friends.